I moved into the property in 1994. At that time, my husband, who was an electronic engineer, was obviously with us. I found that it was fine because he was able to pop together a system that would give me power, and I really had very, very little to do with that. Very quickly after he left, it broke down, the system that he had put in, and I had no idea what to do. I got some advice from a friend and got a pull start generator. I would pull start it in all weathers, thinking, I hope you're going to start, I hope you're going to start. I would find myself running it for about 2 hours. In that time, I would charge everything I possibly could, battery banks, anything that would maintain electricity after it was switched off. So I started the ball rolling with Northern Power, who were incredibly efficient. It required electricity coming from the bottom of my track up through several fields via poles to the outskirts of my property, whereby it would then be connected to the cottage. I was given a quote for this, which was very, very expensive, but I was so desperate, and the family was so desperate. We decided to go ahead. Went ahead, the project was designed. Every step of the way I contacted the landowner and showed them what the plans involved, how it was going to be done. And then we got to the point where it got to the legal bit, and it required something called way leaves in advance. And when Northern Power rang me to say we've got to this bit, so it's kind of in the hands of the legal department now, we need to get consent from the landowner to allow these way leaves in advance of the project going ahead. It will actually cost you £1,800 to achieve this, but don't worry, because you'll get the money back because it will be knocked off the project. The next thing I heard, I got a phone call from Northern Power to say the landowner had refused permission for the way leaves. So the project was dropped and I never got my £1,800 back. You know, if you suddenly want to be connected to the grid without using somebody like the Northern Power, it's not an easy thing to do, to find somebody. And again, you're kind of blind. The family helped, project managed, financially helped as well, and the system was put in, which consists of a generator, batteries, solar panels. The container that has the generator in it also has the fuel tank underneath for the diesel to go into. It was amazing because it's like moving into the 21st century. I'd come home and I could put a light on without starting a generator. It is as near, I have to agree, as you can get to being connected to mains. When September comes, I start immediately thinking about filling everything up to the gunnels. I can't have the pleasure of waiting to see if the diesel's certainly cheaper at a certain time or not, because I need to get it done there and then, so that it's full to the gunnels, ready for the start of winter. Of course, if we have a bad winter and the generator's on an awful lot, I'm in and out of the container checking the supply of diesel, worrying, is it going to need topping up? And then do I get it topped up now, or do I wait? Because then the snow might fall. So this neurosis is constant. This constantly having to be active about making sure it all works. You've got what you need to get through the winter months. And of course, if I was connected to the grid, I'd have none of that. These days, it is so much more important to have power. There's so many more things that you can't use without it. I mean, I've never used an electric kettle, I've never used a toaster. That's fine, there are ways around that. But getting something to ignite the water, to get your central heating to pump round, or to cook with, is a different matter. Before you make knee-jerk policies, could you please consider that you're not giving some people who cannot do without it an alternative. If you take something away, you need to give people an alternative that will work. And that's not what's happening. It's knee-jerk. We must push to green energy. Green energy only works if you've got electricity. So please consider that before you take stuff away, because if you take stuff away from me, you're actually either putting me in the black, you're making me leave my house. It always happens with us that are off-grid. We are going to have to, it's going to cost us a lot more.